Hello everyone, welcome back. Another book collecting tutorial per request. I had someone ask, hey, show us the Mylars you use and how you put Mylars on. Perfect, this shouldn't be too long of a video, I hope. I will do a little intro here. I buy my Mylars from the library store, thelibrarystore.com, and I get two different ones. And they come in these boxes of sheets, basically. I get model or product number 55-0154, and those are the 9.5-inch center slit Mylars. And then I get the 8.5 Mylar ones, it's a little smaller. And this is 55-0153, so it's 0154 and 0153, and they're both in the same category on the website. And you just pick one on the drop down on the other by size. The 8.5s fit book club editions very well, and some of those non-book club editions that came in that size. And of course the 9.5s fit the more traditional, larger trade sized hardcovers. Between the two of these, they cover 95+% of the books I've come across and own. Sometimes you'll get a book that's kind of in between, maybe like more of a 9-inch, or you'll get an even smaller than the book club edition books that you may want a Mylar, the dust jackets for. And again, these are removable, no tape or anything required. What you'll do is you'll just fold the excess over. So it's always obviously better to have a larger than dust jacket cover than a smaller than, because you want to fold over. Now even then, some of these have some variations. They'll come in 8.25 or 9.25 inch height, and you'll have that bar of white on the bottom or top. I'll flip over to the camera and where I'm going to put on a few, maybe a dust jacket or two, one of each size, to show you guys the process and what I do to eliminate those extra layers. Some it may not bother, some it does. I had them with the gaps, and then I decided I went through and I folded them all out. So we'll cut over to the above view on some books. Alright, here I am. I'm going to put on a couple dust jacket Mylar covers. I am re-recording this. The first one I didn't really quite like it, so I grabbed a couple other books. These are in my going to be for sale, or my for sale stacks that are for sale inventory that probably could get a Mylar. So here is a hardcover book club edition copy of Neuromancer. It does have some staining on the dust jacket, or maybe got moisture at one point. So I'm going to put a dust jacket cover on this. I will use the 8.5 size. And so if it's snug, it'll fit quick, and I won't have to show you folding over the excess. But let's see, let's put it in. It's really quick to do this. I try to line up the center of it. You can see, let's show it this way. So that's eyeball it. I get it close enough. I don't measure it or anything. I'm not that anal about it, and I think there's going to be a little play. So yeah, it's actually not so bad. So yeah, but see, there's a little bit of white overlap. Sorry if you can hear my kids yelling in the other room. So what I'll do is I have a little bone creaser. It's like made out of some sort of animal bone. And I can't find it. I've lost it for a bit. So what I've used now is just this little box cutter. It's kind of got this beveled edge, and so it makes a good crease. This is going to be kind of hard to fold over because there's not a lot of excess. You got to be careful. You don't want to mess up the dust jacket, but I kind of peel it and see there's like maybe 1/10 of an inch. Hopefully you can see that on camera. So you just kind of get that to fold over and get it taut. Then you just crease it and you just go down the line. I've gotten pretty good at this to where I can do it quickly. And then you gotta just keep it taut because you don't want space. And then if you do it right, it'll kind of it'll kind of fold naturally where it lays the dust jacket flat. Yeah, see, just like that. And I'll go over it again. Alright, so that should be good. And then get the book. it back in. Now you got to kind of pull it tight and then flip it there. So you may want to put a little a stack of books on top of it to kind of get the fold down. But look, now there's no gap, there's no white showing, just a dust jacket in the book, and now it's protected from any future wear. So that's a smaller book, a book club edition. Now I also have this larger Wheel of Time, The Dragon Reborn, book 3. This is a full-size trade hardcover, and so a fairly sought-after book earlier in the series hardcover. So I might as well put it. I already have a copy. This is an extra. Actually, I have almost an extra full set of hardcovers now. My daughter's kind of starting to read the first book, so if she likes it, I may keep the set for her, and if she doesn't, then I'll just sell it, right? So it's really the same trick, just with a bigger dust jacket. So, and a little, if the spacing on this is bigger, it makes the folding easier. We'll see if there's any white showing. Okay, so now it's in. I can pull a little there to even it out. Oh yeah, there's definitely space on the top and bottom. So I like to snug it to the bottom when I can. So one way is to do there and kind of hold it and pull. Hold it and pull. And now you want to get into the bottom as much as you can, and sometimes you'll go one side and it'll make the other side pop back. It's annoying, but just kind of hold the top tight. All right, once you get it there, then for these bigger ones, I'll kind of start from this side maybe. There we go. Now you can see it fold over, and you want to kind of line these up so you'll make the crease even. That looks pretty good. And then I'll start creasing it down. Kind of keep it tight, and you got to watch out. Sometimes these will like catch on each other, the ends. You want to fold the top one over the bottom one, and I'll just same thing, work its way down. It's being a little uncooperative. There, here we go. So I don't want to crease it when it's not tight. Then it'll just make a couple of different creases when you tighten it up again, or leave some spacing, which isn't ideal. So there you go. I think this feels pretty good. I'll go over it again to make sure it seals. A good crease up, and the middle's kind of popping up. All right, that's pretty good. Again, book goes back. So you can already even see the book dust jacket kind of forming the memory of the fold into the dust jacket, the Mylar cover. There, pull it tight. There. Boom. Now it is covered and nice. And just again, put some weight on it, smooth out the folds. And here you have it. So that's how I do the Mylars. I love these from the library store. If you buy them in bulk, they're the cheapest I can find. There's other options, very similar. It's the center slit trifolds. But I find these the best. There's another one on eBay to where you kind of slide one side on and then you slide this back on, and then there's like an adhesive. That one always feels loose, and I much prefer these. And I do have some of mine in that, but I really don't like them that much. So I find these to be the best. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy the video, and it's not too long. Appreciate it.